It's Sunday night. Thanks for being with us here. We've got the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And, of course, Brandon Miller. Well, with him gone, we'll see how they get along.
Yeah, like a lot of people, I didn't see the trade coming. He was the team in many people's eyes. It'll be interesting to see how they evolve as a squad with him gone.
LaMelo Ball has that basketball on an absolute string and always times his passes quite nicely.
Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
Picked by Carter. Avdia from outside. Fires in the triple.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And over the years, Randall has stepped up his role, an assertive scorer and a natural leader.
And Randall drops them both.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
Here's Kuminga. There's the drive.
Wow, watching Kuminga take flight. That is awesome.
Here's Morant. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
And it's Randall with the jam.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
Here's Ball. And here's Butler outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Avdia outside. To the paint. It's stolen by Kuminga. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Here's Towns. Avdia pulls it in. On offense, here's Utah. Trailing by 5. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Towns. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. From deep three-point land. And Avdia, good for 3. Avdia's got 6.
Well, once he gets the look, Denny Avdia, no hesitation on that pull-up jump shot. I like the aggression.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Utah. 4-point game. Here's Randall. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. The free throw drops for Randall.
Julius Randle has been a consistent producer in this league for a long time. This guy, an absolute matchup nightmare.
And here's Ball. 5 points in the game.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow. Corralling defensive rebounds, such a critical aspect of your defense. Nice work.
Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
B.A., he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Out of bounds, it'll be the Clippers' ball. For the Clippers, 1:21 left in the first. Here's Podziemski. Utah grabs the miss. And here's Morant outside. Hachimura with a rebound.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Here's Podziemski. Off target with the 3. Jazz trail by 10. To the inside. Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Down low. And it's Gafford missing.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Randall with the jam.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
Neesmith on the wing. Out to Hachimura. Pass to Clifford. And he lays it up and in.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 6. And if you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Clippers.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Avdia, good. Avdia's got 8. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Porter with it, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Jazz trail by 4. Pass to Garza. Avdia outside. Here's Garza. Over Porter. Clock at 4. Gillespie sinks the tray. Gillespie's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Wow, the ability to get off your feet in a hurry. Rui Hachimura with a dunk.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Avdia with it. Now Porter defending. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so Porter will bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Avdia. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Pass to Nesmith. Again, Los Angeles.
Aaron Nesmith had his feet ready, his hands were ready to catch the basketball, and as soon as it touches his fingertips, he lets it fly.
Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. The Clippers lead by 3. Outside Porter. With the drive. And then Porter with the dunk.
They're coming right at you. KPJ playing with intensity.
To the middle. Here's Garza. Oh, nice D from Nesmith.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Ball on the take. And Ball throws it down.
What a nice-looking drive with LaMelo. Such a hard contest because the guy can handle and he's got size.
Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
Here's Queen. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's Ball. And Morant clears the board. Utah with the ball. Pass to Shireman. Now here's Carter. White with the steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's Towns. Cat runs the floor and finishes at the rim.
Boy, for a man his size, Towns does a sensational job running the floor.
Randall, good.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's gonna make you pay.
The drive by Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And one of the reasons they're down right now is because they've fallen in love with the jump shot. In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Looking to get back on track.
Yeah, the coaching staff has to love that. That's high-level defense from Kuminga. Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And so it's Los Angeles, ending the quarter up 10. And they've pushed the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. We'll be right back after this word. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. And Utah has possession. It's a 10-point game. Randall on the screen. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Pass to White. Towns up top. Up and over Carter. The shot by Towns, no good. On offense, here's Utah. Here's Shireman. Offline with a three. Ball outside.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Utah on D. Trailing by 10. Out to the right wing. There's Ball with a three. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Well, LaMelo Ball in the catch-and-shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
Oh, Morant from close range.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Count that bucket.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
The officials were right on top of that one.
He's had 4 chances at the line. He's made them all. The free throw drops for Randall.
Guys, what you love about Julius Randle is the well-rounded nature of his game. Because he works so hard on his shooting ability, it makes his dribble drive that much more dangerous.
Pass the ball. Towns, right side. And he drives in. And it's powered home by Towns.
Boy, you love his toughness. You can tell that this young guy cares. The game is important to Karl Anthony Towns.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, guys. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Brian, back to you.
A great passer. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Well, this is where the tremendous motor that Randall plays with helps him get rebounds.
Pass to Butler. Back to Ball. Ball with no fear. And Ball throws it down.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive.
Oh, wow. Get out the way, Greg. Come on. Get out the way.
Oh, the ease with which he elevates Wiggins with a highlight move that time.
Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
And the basket by Towns.
Yeah, the very definition of a stretch 4 or 5, whatever position he happens to be playing, Cat can space the floor.
Morant with it. Towns covering. And it's the Clippers on the break. And Ball gets it to go. 20 points for LaMelo Ball. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Randall. Oh, wow!
Wow, Julius Randall with a little flavor on the finish.
Here's Ball. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Great positioning on the putback.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
I mean, they play some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Avdia's got 14 points for the game.
What you love about Denny Avdia, this guy can score in a multitude of ways.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
And it's good. 2 points. Neesmith's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's from the mid-range, and Aaron Neesmith just taking what the defender giving him. Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Now Avdia. He's got 14.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
That's his third triple of the night, his second since halftime.
Pass to Queen. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Queen's got 4 points now in the quarter. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That'll be a second foul of the game.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over multiple times. And that's after no turnovers in the first half.
Here's Gillespie. His stats right now averaging 9 points a game.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Back to Ball. With 4 on the clock. Ball with the athletic finish.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Los Angeles Clippers. Hit a couple from... And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Los Angeles leading by 14. Outside Pajemski. From down in the low post, it goes.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the 3 off target.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
To the left side wing. Here's Gillespie. He drops it from range.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Outside Pajemski. Right wing. Avdia with a steal. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
What a night or Denny Avdia. This guy has found something out there, and they just keep finding him.
Outside Neesmith. Hachimura outside. 6 to shoot. And he hits the jumper for 2. And the Clippers lead by 11. Off the outside. Pass to Queen. And Gafford with the block.
Wow. A big...
That's something else,
just
man.
beautiful.
This young man has got some big-time athleticism. Hachimura getting off the floor and finishing with no doubt.
Here's Furphy. Neesmith covering. They set the screen. Avdia from outside. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
To the left wing. Here's Gafford. That one goes in. Gafford's got his first points in this one.
The painted area is the 9-to-5 place of business for Daniel Gafford, doing work right there.
Here's Avdia. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Pajemski. Cash from downtown.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Hachimura. Outside Pajemski. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Hachimura. Puts up the tray. It's off.
You love the anticipation there. Made sure to box out, knew where the ball was going, and doesn't let anyone impede him from pulling in the glass.
Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA. It's quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Randall on the screen. Now Morant. Randall deciding where to go with it. Outside Wiggins. Here's Shireman. Can't hit it. Towns with the ball. Now Carter defending. A 3-ball from LaMelo.
I'll tell you, from the moment he entered this league, LaMelo Ball has been a high-volume three-point shooter.
And it's Morant off the drive. Here's Randall. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up to the LA Clippers. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Clippers.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And this will give them win number 32 on the year so far.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for LaMelo Ball.
You love this guy's confidence. He believes every shot is going in, and boy, a whole lot of them did.
Launches it from deep. Carter rips down the board. So No problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to